Oh, sick of doing the same video every week. I want something to shout about. I reckon Sean Dyche probably said at half time, these lot of crap. Like, they're not going to score any goals. We might as well just sit back and defend. Is it time to make an opposition 1 Sheffield United 0 match reaction yet? I think so. Lads. Okay, enough of the joking about. We've yet again lost 1-0. I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it. Oh, and you know what? This is how stupid it is. I made this whole, other than obviously the image that you see right now, because that's just happened. But I've made a few little changes to the screen that you're seeing right now. And earlier on, I changed the score from the last game to Burnley 1, Sheffield United 0. Took a picture and sent it to Hal and says, I'm ready for my video later on. And that's exactly the score when it's finished. It's a joke. I'm bored. I am bored of watching Sheffield United. I never thought I would say that in a million years. Let's just crack on because I'm starting to get really frustrated with this. Now, it was better. It was a lot better than the Everton game. We played against Everton. We thought, oh, they're better than us. Let's sit back, let them have the ball, and they eventually scored against us. Tonight, we played some okay stuff in the first half. We didn't create too many chances. They scored their goal and then just defended for the whole of the second half. I reckon Sean Dyche probably said at half time, these lot of crap. Like, they're not going to score any goals. We might as well just sit back and defend. So what's the point in attacking? And that's exactly what they did. They barely got in our half, to be honest. And all we did was pass side to side, side to side, side to side, blah, blah. Constantly, side to side, and then someone would clip it over the top and Pope would claim it, or one of their defenders would get it. It's boring. It's so boring to watch. Now, fair enough, we had a little bit more possession. And you know what? I'm going to have a look and see what the possession was. Because today, I've got a feeling it may be around 50% each. Let's have a look, shall we? Stats. 64% Sheffield United. We've won something. Is that the first time all season that we've had more possession? Because it really could be. It's laughable. It is absolutely laughable. 64% possession. 7 goal attempts. 3 on target. Jesus. They're absolutely... It's Christmas for us, this. Having a few shots. Having a bit of the ball. Last season, that was a given. Now, fair enough, last season, most of the games, even though it felt like we had a lot of possession, we probably didn't. But we just used it so much better than what we did last season, than what we have done this season. I'll quickly just run through what happened in the game. So, within a flash, just like that, they were one-on-one. And Ramsdale made a good save, spread himself well, it came off his shoulder. That's what we want to see from our goalkeeper. And he made a decent save. Barnes should have buried it. We should have been 1-0 down after a minute. That's how bad the defending is. Then just a hopeful ball into the box. Robinson gets all disorientated. And it lands straight onto Chris Wood's head. Heads it back across goal. Ramsdale makes a great save. Really good one-handed save. Pushed it over the bar. I kind of looked away for a second and looked back, and the ball was kind of behind the goal. I'm like, did they just have a really good chance there? Because that's all it takes against us these days. Just like a split second, and the other team's got a great chance. That's how bad we are at defending. Anyway, after that, we did better defensively. David McGoldrick was picking the ball up deep and trying to find players. Moose and Brewster did okay as well. They were making runs. We had a few shots. Brewster had one from distance, which I think was later on after the goal. But we had the header just before Ben Mee scored. We had the header from Brewster. One of the smallest guys on the pitch, really. Got there before Nick Pope. Nick Pope came out, missed the ball. I don't know if Brewster got there before him or he just missed the ball, but got a header in, came off his shoulder. It's just one of them things. It's just not going for us, isn't it? The player went back onto the line, which was very good. And, yeah, if it had been an inch that way, the player would have had to put his arm out and it would have been a penalty. But it wasn't. And, again, it just isn't going our way, is it? Because really, fair enough, they had them 2 good chances early on, Burnley, and didn't put them away. But other than that, they didn't have anything else. And that's probably because they let us come on to them because they knew that we weren't going to score. Sick of doing the same video every week. I want something to shout about. Even if we score a goal. At least the Man United game, I was in high spirits when I came for this video. But right now, it's 1-0 every single week, it feels. Every week. So, obviously, Ben Mee, the goal, fair enough. So I said in a tweet at half-time that Ampadu shouldn't be marking him because Ben Mee's great in the air. But, yeah, I didn't think about it. Tarkowski, Ashley Barnes, Chris Wood, there's 2 big centre-backs, 2 big strikers that we've got to mark. Jack O'Connell's not here. Ollie McBurney's not here. So we've got Ampadu marking Ben Mee, which, fair enough, probably has to be. Basham's marking a big lad. Egan's marking a big lad. But towards the end of the game, when they've clipped across into the box, Burnley, just made me laugh because Ben Osborne was marking Ben Mee, and it's like, have you not learnt your lesson? But it wasn't dangerous, but just makes me laugh. Ampadu lost his man, really. He were like, oh yeah, he's there. And as they said at half-time, when he was jumping for the ball, he didn't even have his eye on the ball because he'd lost Ben Mee. And then he's like looking both ways, trying to look at the ball, trying to look at the man at the same time. And he just got caught out. And every time we get caught out, pretty much, we concede a goal. And it was a great header. Ramsdale had no chance. But like they said at half-time, why have we not got anyone on the back post? Have we done that all season? To be honest, I've not really looked at what we're doing from corners defensive-wise. And it does just baffle me. As somebody who grew up in kind of like the 90s, it baffles me that teams don't put 2 men, 1 on either post. Because if someone would have been on the post, they would have cleared it away. Simple as. Like fair enough, their man went back onto the line to clear it off. But that's the difference. 2 instances there. One where we've headed it, they've cleared it off the line. One where they've had it, we haven't cleared it off the line because no one's been there. Oh my God. This season, it's not getting any better. And I thought tonight, especially with how we played in that second half, I thought we were at least going to score 1 goal. But like I said, it were back and forth, and then a clip over the top. It's just too easy to defend. I think I could have played centre-back today against them lot. What else did we have? We had a long shot from Baldock from outside the box, a long shot from Egan from outside the box, which was actually probably our best shot of the day other than Bruce's header off the line. What a strike. What a strike from Egan that was. Burke, quite a few times, balls clipping kind of over the top, and Burke just not getting onto him, just inches away from getting onto him. But that was a bad substitution for me. Fair enough, Mousse can't play 90 minutes. And I don't think we had any other strikers on the bench. But this is not the right game for Burke. Burke needs to be stretching teams. We need to be playing on the break with Burke. When Burke's just stood up front on the edge of the 18-yard box being marked. Like, when we've got the ball and we're just passing it side to side, Burke can't use his pace. So it wasn't his game to come on in. But I suppose there's nothing you can do about it. You've got to do it. I thought Bruce had a little bit of a better game today. But again, didn't pull up any trees, did he really? He had one shot that Pope saved quite comfortably. Quite a decent shot, though, to be fair, on the swivel. And he had the one cleared off the line, so fair enough. Best striker today. Mousse did okay when he was on. Wriggled away from a few defenders, won some fouls. But what I will say about fouls It's getting beyond a joke. That referee today, there was probably about 4 or 5 fouls where we went down when we're trying to do the you've got to go down in these situations. And everybody against us gets these free kicks. We didn't get anything today. That referee gave us absolutely nothing. And Wilder, as he walked off to go and shake the hand of Sean Dyche, I'm 100% sure that he said to the 4th official something like, he gave us nothing today. That referee gave us nothing today. Because he didn't at all. Like, we were going down cheaply, fair enough. But they were going down cheaply, but getting the fouls. And it happens every week to us. We touch someone, they're down on the floor, free kick. Every single time. But when we do it, nothing. I would have brought Bogle on today, to be honest. I did say Fleck. I wanted him to bring Fleck on. I thought Fleck, after being dragged off before half-time against Brighton and then not playing in any of the next game, I thought Fleck would have wanted to prove something. It was ordinary. It wasn't bad. It wasn't particularly good. I think Norwood was actually better when he came on. He was trying to spray them balls as quickly as possible. And that's what we want to see. That's what Norwood's not done this season when he's come on. He's looked a bit lethargic. He's slow. And I just want him to pick the ball up, move it, and smash it straight to one of the wings. Just to move us quickly. And that's what he did today. I like to see it. I think he played well. Yeah, I thought I'd have brought Bogle on that right-hand side. Maybe even took George off. Because I thought George didn't do a great deal, to be perfectly honest. I thought he had a few poor touches in the first half. But he also got down that wing quite a few times in the first half and got some balls into the box. I don't see the point in us getting to the byline and just... Sorry, not byline. Us getting onto the wing and then just hopefully putting it into the box, especially in the first half. Because you've got Mousset and Brewster trying to beat Tarkowski and me in the air. It's never going to happen. Anyway, I think the best thing that we could have done today was exactly what we did, but we needed to be a bit braver and take a few chances and try and thread those either needle passes. We were too scared of losing it today. That's what I mean, side to side, side to side. And then it was a clip over the top. It wasn't, because it was like, oh, someone might get onto that. But they weren't. It needed to be a decisive through ball, trying to put someone in. If it doesn't come off, it doesn't come off. You've tried. But it was a bit poor today, if I'm being completely honest. Ramsdale, great game. Egan, excellent. Excellent today, Egan. Watched him quite a few times today, picking the ball up and bringing it out of defence, because he didn't do that a lot of last season. And that's because we had 2 other centre-backs to do that. Now Egan is being made to do that because we've got nobody else. And Egan has come on leaps and bounds footballing-wise, because he was just that stopper for us in the Championship. Last season he got a little bit more confident. And now, week in, week out, he's picking that ball up and he's bringing it out of defence and trying to start these attacks. Basham, as always, trying to make things happen, but he can't do it all himself. I thought Basham had another good game today. I thought Baldock had bits and bats. I thought Ender Stevens looked a lot more comfortable on the ball today. He needs to take the ball on more. Like, he was putting some good balls into the box. But sometimes, when he's one-on-one with the right-back, I just want him to attack him. I just want him to not punch him or anything, but I want him to run at him. I want him to run at him, try and beat him, and then get closer to the goal. Surely that's the aim. But it is always one-on-one with the defender, try and get a cross in. I just feel like sometimes I just want to see him push it past the defender and get a better cross in. Jack Robinson, meh. Ampadu, meh. Didn't really do anything. Caused... us to concede. If it had been out-jumped by him, I'd have said, and he'd done everything he possibly could, I'd have said fair play. But the fact that he kind of lost him, got disorientated, lost the flight of the ball, and then me headed it in, that's why it was his fault. Osborne, I feel like Osborne is excellent when he comes on in games. Looks brilliant. It's like, right, he needs to start. And then he starts, and then he's poor. Today, for me, Osborne in the midfield was really poor. I think he was better at left wing back, but extremely poor in the midfield. Gave the ball away way too easily way too cheaply and way too often. I've already spoken about Moose and Brewster. Like I said, Fleck was okay when he came on. I thought Norwood was a lot better. And Burke, it wasn't his game. It really wasn't. I think I'm going to leave it there. There's not much else to say. We're still bottom of the league. We've still only got 2 points. Bloody Wednesday's beaten Warnock's side tonight, Middlesbrough. Barnsley already beaten Rotherham 2-0, so that's Wednesday being third bottom going into tomorrow. So excellent. Everything's going brilliant, isn't it? The only thing I can say about it today was I was expecting a lot of players to have COVID, which it seems like only Sharp, Jags, and maybe McBurney, but I think McBurney was an injury. Yeah, that's the only good thing I can say about today. And the fact that we had a bit more possession. We just need to do more with it. But hopefully it'll come. It'll come at some point. We've got a lot of these teams to play at home. So we've got Burnley to play at home. We've got Brighton to play at home. We've got West Brom to play at home. We've got Crystal Palace to play at home. It feels like all the winnable games have been away from home. So hopefully, back end of the season, we can put a run together and make a fist of it. Because right now, we're just getting further and further away. The only thing I can say is I think Leeds battered West Brom 5 or 6-0 tonight or something. So that's them staying down with us and a worse goal difference. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We'll leave it there. Another game, another defeat. Bottom of the league, 2 points. Woo, brilliant. Let's move on to the next one.